What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. I always forget that it's like super boring, isn't it? Like, it's kind of like one of those crazy things where, where it's just like, I always forget that I don't have an intro anymore. So anyway, hope you're all doing well. As always, welcome back. I'm just going to move you guys on TikTok a little bit, move you to kind of there so that you don't end up with like a massive microphone in your faces. What's going on? Welcome back, as always, to the show. Welcome to Bank Holiday Monday. If you're in the UK. One bad thing, though, my chair is like, I think it's broken. So I'm kind of like this, though. I'm kind of like angled. My chair won't like go back the other way. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But anyway, we'll try and get through it. I feel like I'm proper lopsided, but let's not worry about it. We've got, as always, a lot to get through in tonight's show. As you would expect, we bring you the latest and greatest in lots of news, lots of reviews, some technical charts, and everything else that you absolutely need to be aware of because, wow, this week could be pretty crazy. I know loads of people think we're going to dump. Loads of people, man, I think I need to get this off a chair. I'm not even going to lie. Loads of people think we're going down, but I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure, and I'm going to try and prove it to you guys tonight and give you a bit of a view as to what my thoughts are in this market, how I think it's all going to play out, yada, yada, yada. So we've got a lot to kind of talk about, a lot to kind of get into, and a lot to... We are live right now talking about hashtag crypto gains, baby. That's what it's all about. So yeah, like I said, we're going to get into everything and all of the good stuff in between. So if you're a investor in cryptocurrency, this is the right channel for you. If you're brand new to cryptocurrency, this is the right channel for you. If you enjoy listening to someone from Yorkshire, this is the right channel for you. Or if you enjoy looking at someone that looks less fortunate than you, then this is also the channel for you as well. So I try and bring all the different, narratives that you could possibly imagine and bring them into one place, and we all come together as some sort of weird degenerate club. But anyway, less about that and more about what the heck is going on in this market. Let's say hello to a few people. What's going on, Selmo? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Tim Shea's in the house. Chipper's here. Good to see you, man. Foz. Welcome. Craig's in the house as well. This is interesting. We're bouncing from 93 to 94, where we will go before the FOMC. Who's calling 91 or maybe 96? Let me tell you, Craig, my chart nailed it like I thought it would do, but I'll show you that in a second. Stanton, good to see you. Cracker Jack's here. Tomato Pete's here. Kevin Sexton's here. Says, put coaster under the wheel. No, it's not the wheel. The wheels are fine. It's like the other bit. It's just, I need a new chair. What's going on, Swamp? Good to see you, man. Welcome, Blazer X. Nadar's here as well. Good to see you, Nadar. Viva La Bacon in the house. All the gang. Zach Hudson says, hi from Cumbria. Let's go, Zach. I'm down for 96k. And Alvin's here. What's going on, Alvin? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to you. And then over here, we've got Kevin. Shout out to Kevin. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, hold on a minute. Shout out to Kevin's here. Welcome to you. Bullish on you, Kevin. Crypto Hunter's here as well. Good shout. I couldn't help myself today, by the way. Please don't think any worse of me. But obviously, I think you guys know that we talked about Bevo coin, right? That it's a joke, right? It's just an absolute joke that someone comes out, they know absolutely nothing about launching coins. Not that I'm like any kind of expert. And they're like, oh, Bevo coin, it's going to moon. It's like 170k market cap, dumped 25%. And they're all going, oh, Bevo coin. So I couldn't help myself. I typed a message and I was like, don't trust these people. They don't know what they're doing. And that felt good. I felt way better about myself after sending that comment to Bevo. So he has no idea who I am, and I don't really care, to be honest. But yeah, I'm all about the memes. Do you know what it is? I'm all about the memes. Anyway, good to see you all. Right, let's get into a little bit about what's going on. Look at this. Look at this on my chart, baby. We pretty much wick down. We have just kind of lost about $200 and we just have gone bearish again. I actually think we'll see this move to the upside, but look at this. Pretty much wick down to the bottom of this trend that I've got, this green box. Just to give you some ideas of price range, 94.5-ish up to about 100k. So that's what we're looking for. Obviously, I know you guys can't see it on TikTok, so I'll try and do it. Every time I put my screen on TikTok, I get banned, so I'm trying not to do it because I don't think it's a good idea, and we'll just try and talk about what's going on in the market. But yeah, watch out for this level. I think 94,500 would be a good close on today. We definitely want to see it go a little bit higher. A couple of the things to think about: exponential moving averages are going to the upside. This is very good news. You can see here when we see lower time frames crossing higher time frames. As an example, when you see the 50 crossing the 100 or the 20 crossing the 50, this is generally a more bullish sentiment, shows the, kind of at the short term a price increase. And more importantly, therefore, we continue to see an uptrend. MACD still trending very much green on the daily, which is good news. We still wait For the MACD on the weekly, it does feel like we might have to wait just another week. Maybe we'll see how this kind of week plays out, but watch out for that. That's certainly pushing in the right direction. And like I said, Bitcoin may turn green on the day. This could be good news. Lots of people are predicting that we're going to see some strong moves to the upside, particularly here, look, with CryptoCon giving us a view that the reality here is that he's saying the DOM chart, or the Don chart, channel basis line on the 3-week time frame has been perfect Bitcoin support since the beginning. Not a single time have we broken below this cycle, meaning there is nothing even remotely bearish about this move. And in fact, by the way, I would just double down and say that Dr. Profit, who I know we all laugh about a little bit on the channel, and I'm not saying that I'm any better than him, but he has now officially gone bullish. He's gone on BTC, call me surprised, but anyway. Everything about this cycle is looking like a 2015-2017, which means a steady ramp up to the final parabola, which metrics everywhere say has not come yet, which we sort of talked a little bit. We talked a little bit about this yesterday, that we could even see sort of August move, October, top end. That would absolutely play out into the kind of the previous sort of cycles that we've seen. And you can see here just how it's playing out into cycle 4, which we could see 2023, 2026, absolutely could play in the same sort of narrative. So I think depending on what you look at, depending on what charts you look at, and I'm sure a lot will change, but this kind of whole bear market trend certainly feels like we're heading the other side. And if it's all you were bearish on anything and you were like, man, I just don't know if it's going to be any good, then look, you can always go for a gala dinner with the Trump coin, which would be pretty wild, wouldn't it? Ring Magazine joined the live as a guest. Hey, what's going on, Ring Magazine? I'll take some seats for the next boxing match. Promoting the channel. Hey, get 2 bit there, look. I'll bring Holmes with me as well. He's cool. But yeah, look at this. There is an insane one, by the way. I think it's 150k for a ticket, which would be pretty wild, actually, thinking about it. But anyway, it's all good. Cycle just coincidental. The macro conditions create. Yeah, I imagine so. I think so as well. I miss your intro. Yeah, so do I. Not as much as I don't miss the fact that every single day I have to go in and dismiss some like copyright things. It's like the most annoying thing you've ever seen in your entire life. But anyway, such is life. Such as life. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. We'll sort of double down on that in a minute as well. So keep your eye on what goes on. BTC and ETH having a little bit of a move right now. Dead boring still. Loads of people still believe ETH has got a move. I don't know. We'll see. Solana up about 1.5. That's good news. Everything else feeling a bit pants until you get to SUI. This one on the move again. So shout out to everybody that's been holding SUI down 342. And Casper up 4% as well. So Casper looks like he might break out pretty soon. It's good on Vern. Casper actually looks like we may get a break. Bounce off the 20-day exponential moving average, holding the 50. Are we about to see a little bounce on Casper? That could be pretty interesting. Ondo just up a little bit. Everything else pretty flat. Into some memes. Not too much going on down here. Whiffs down probably 1%, the best of the bunch. But Jupe up 0.5%. Aethia moving as well. Again, it could do with rallying back up, retesting this 100-day exponential moving average. That'd be pretty good. But double down on a couple of things. Barrels of oil is nearly as low as it's been in literally months. Which is pretty crazy. Yeah, I haven't seen the full interview. I was going to talk about that. I feel that's been taken out of context, unless you've seen the whole interview, in which I'll go, okay, that's fine. I felt like they missed a bit off, because surely he can't think that Bitcoin's going to 1 million in 2025. That's insane. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, it's just not possible, I don't think, to go to 1 million in 2025. Not at all. So I think there's a little bit there where I feel like there's a bit beforehand that's like, where do you see Bitcoin going by 2030 or something like that? Like, I feel like it's very well edited. Unless you've seen the whole interview, then I will back down and you know, disappear back into the ether, but I'm not sure. It feels a bit weird, personally. Gold's on the move as well. Keep your eyes peeled on that one. That's starting to do. Also, USD dominance. We want to see this kind of come down in line with BTC dominance as well. Certainly worth thinking about. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Did he say something? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I've just seen like random clips on X about it. So yeah, I haven't actually seen it personally. So I have to see. But yeah, USD dominance. We want to see this come down as well as people then for moving into Bitcoin, altcoin, all the rest of it. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on it. Okay, that's the market. That's kind of where we get to. What I would double down on, just to give you guys a bit of a sentiment of what's going on in the markets. I'm sure many people are interested. Aggregated market realized value net positions, i.e. capital inflows into crypto, has been a booming industry right now. We're seeing massive inflows, which is very positive, whether that be from institutions, which we've seen buying yet again, but actually just general overall capital inflows. $19 billion over the last 30 days is a pretty substantial amount. We talked about this last week. there is huge amounts of capital coming into this market, which absolutely signals two things. One, we should be going much higher. Two, we're absolutely in this kind of phase now where I think we'll start to see institutions really start to stack their bags, really start to get into, and more importantly, get ready for what is building. So watch out for this. Lots of money right now flowing into the markets. Very bullish indeed. Obviously, everybody's waiting. I talked about this last week, and I said watch out for some trade announcements. I generally think they would come in before the FOMC. If you remember, I talked about this on Friday, and I was like, hey, look out. I think there'll be some big announcements on trade. Well, guess what? India now offering a zero tariff on pharmaceutical, steel, and auto parts in the US. I mean, it's like I know what's coming in this market. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm just plugged in more than Tim Shays. So yeah, India going 0% tariffs. I still think there'll be another one yet, personally. I think there'll be another announcement, whether it's gonna come from, I don't know, European Union perhaps. I don't think you're going to get any sort of China news, by the way. That's definitely not going to come through. But yeah, pretty big deal, actually, because the rumor mill, or I guess the subtle conversation, was definitely that India, much more aggressive in terms of tariffs, much more challenging. So this is a positive thing. I think this news just needs to get out, get cycling around. But, you know, good news if you ask me. Definitely want to be in a world where tariffs are coming down. This is going to be a more positive story. And then look, I did want to double back on this dead quick. Trump is set to raise millions this month through 2 crypto-focused dinners, including a $1.5 million per plate fundraiser and a May 22 event for Trump token holders. That's pretty crazy. Right, here's why I wanted to double back on it. Do you think, and shout out to everybody on TikTok, shout out to everyone in the live stream on YouTube as well, do you think we're going to get some kind of pro-cryptocurrency announcement coming on the back of these? Like, do we think that could be a thing? Like, I'm in a world where I feel like that could be a thing. I definitely feel like it could be a thing, but I'm not sure. I'm going to just sit back and wait till this administration is gone. This administration is totally. Do you think? I mean, I'm not in the US, so I don't really see it live. But interesting stance. Interesting. That's why I'm interested in seeing Holmes. What's that for? Holmes says, I've heard of friends, this first cycle was scarcity and coming to play exciting times. Yeah, but hopefully, we'll see. Did he say 2025? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like maybe there might be something, maybe not. I don't know. It's always going to be pretty interesting. He didn't at the last one, so I guess the question would be, why would he this one? I don't know. We'll see. But obviously, there is an argument to say that maybe something comes in. I don't know. Maybe it'd be good news. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. We will see. But certainly at the time, let me just click back on Bitcoin. I want to just keep an eye on what's going on in the price. Not surprised we've had a little bit of a pullback, by the way. I thought US markets were closed today. I don't know why, but I think it's just the UK markets that are closed. Just FYI, jumping slightly ahead because it'll dovetail into what I'm about to talk about. BlackRock, again, buying nearly 7,000 Bitcoin on the day. Pretty crazy. Like, BlackRock are literally buying Bitcoin like it's going to run out. Like, it's insane. They're buying so much Bitcoin that it's literally in a world of potentially running out. It's kind of crazy. So they are hugely stacking their bags and really, really kind of ramping it up. As are ARK 21, as are Grayscale. And again, Grayscale going green, which is really rare, actually. We haven't seen that for a long time. But look at this. Look at some of these inflows. 674 million on Friday. We look like we'll probably get another good day today. 422 million. Like, inflows are back. Like, institutions are definitely back. Lots of good news in the markets. This is all very, very positive as this is kind of all playing out. So this dovetails perfectly on this, in that there is a $700 billion Bernstein says Michael Saylor's strategy and other corporations could buy $330 billion in Bitcoin over the next 5 years. Imagine that. Imagine that, by the way. $330 billion is a pretty penny. Divide that by, let's say, I don't know, let's say like Bitcoin's 105,000. They're going to take 3.1 million Bitcoin. That can't be right. Hold on. Did I put 330 trillion? Did I put $330 billion? That's 330 million. 3.3 billion. 33. Yeah. Divide that by 105. They must be assuming that Bitcoin's going to go up because there isn't 3 million Bitcoin on the planet. Let's do 150,000. Yeah, 2.2 million. So, I mean, if they were going to buy this number, that'd be pretty crazy if you think about it. If you think about that kind of as a, you know, I guess over 5 years, I guess the price will be significantly higher over the next 5 years, but we'll see. If BTC market cap was to go to 7 trillion like gold this year, it would be around 400k. Yeah, I mean, that's proper crazy. Maths with 2-bit, Kevin. Get out of here. You love a bit of math with 2-bit. But yeah, pretty crazy if you ask me. And I wouldn't hedge my bets against it. I certainly would be in a world there. That just doubles down on what we've been talking about. Capital inflows. Look at this. 2 billion in weekly crypto inflows, not retail, not influencers. This is institutional money moving. Again, you can see kind of some of this capital is going in. The third green week in a row, momentum shifting from 3 billion panic dumps. Remember, BlackRock were dumping like $1 billion a day to now 2 billion silent scoops. No one's talking about it. If you remember the previous like run up to 108k, everyone was like, oh, institutions are in, they're massive buying again, da 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 da. Like, it's super quiet right now. Everyone's just accumulating, stacking their bags. And the reality is, and again, you have to take it from your own stamps, but the cycle flipped quietly. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Like I said, we've got a bit more news as well to talk about. So yeah, that's kind of the markets. I am very optimistic, actually, I think. I'm definitely in that place where, where it's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy. China tariff deal is the major one that the markets are awaiting. China economy is struggling due to weaker demand as a result of tariffs. This is causing uncertainty in the market, hence gold's pump. Yeah, absolutely. I was talking about this before to somebody, and they are like don't understand the kind of tariffs. They're just like, oh well, Trump's dumping the global economy, yada yada yada. Okay, I absolutely agree in the sentiment that the market is really challenged right now, and because of this tariff news, it's really difficult. Like 100%, it's really really difficult. What's interesting though is that global shipping is down. You've got China that is an export energy dependent, but needs an export in terms of the wider market. And yeah, it's kind of hurting them a little bit. Now, the question will always be, how much longer can they go? And if you look at just in terms of GDP, you've got, I think the US is like way higher, but China's getting there. Do you know what I mean? But China is growing quicker, so China needs the market. Like, it needs the market. If it doesn't have it, then, you know, it's not going to be great. India, I think, is like top 5, top 6, something like that. Japan's another one they're growing their GDP. So, yeah, watch out. Watch out. I think it all plays out pretty interesting over the course of the next... Probably, I feel like weeks, you know what I mean? I even feel like something could come tomorrow ahead of the FOMC. So, anyway, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. Let's go on, Selmo. Good to see your thoughts about Solaya is the next mantra. Don't know. I'll have a look in the DeFi section. Khalid, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to you. Home says, still not seeing much of the money flow into altcoin. Shows the market is isn't risk on at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. People just buy. Well, that tells you it's institutions and not retail, doesn't it, basically? When you say the next mantra, do you mean the next pump and dump? Maybe. Right, let's talk about it then. Let's get about the big news. The Fed meeting. It is on Wednesday. Federal Reserve decides what to do with interest rates due to manage the economy. Data usually speaks for itself. Policymakers, for instance, knew they needed to rush to cut interest rates in 2020 as the gears had come to screeching halt in the onset of coronavirus pandemic. 2 years later, inflation surged to 40-year high, which obviously everyone was aware of. Trump is rolling business, consumer, and investor confidence, threatening to derail hiring and spending while raising the risk of a recession. I think everyone's kind of in that place. So, what are we going to get on Wednesday? That's the biggest debate, isn't it, right now? The reality here is we're going to get a flat interest rate. Nothing's going to happen. Rates are definitely going to stay the same, right? There is no rate cuts coming. It's going to literally be exactly the same as it kind of always is, right? That's just facts. What I think is interesting will be what happens there. So we're viewing that potentially June looks like it might be a bit pants, that potentially now we're not going to see that rate cuts. It actually won't be until July, which is originally where we were, by the way. July was sort of where we were previous. And that looks like it may still play out. That actually July might be the time when we finally see some rate cuts coming in for BTC as well as for interest rates. Don't forget the kind of cryptocurrency narrative is directly linked back to whether the Fed rates will cut. So the question would be why? Well, this is the reality of it. The US economy now shows a resilience amid restrictive policies. However we like it, whatever we look at, the reality is that the jobs market stayed relatively flat. So we're not seeing too much in terms of, kind of US jobs market booming, as an example. Hiring is relatively flat as well. Jobless claims is actually down, which is a positive thing. But the reality here is that resilient economic activity amid restrictive policies, according to Jules Baer, who is an economist, by the way, but he's highlighting the US economy is sustaining strong growth despite volatile policies and high tariffs. So actually the economy is allegedly getting better. Cost of goods is coming down, yada, yada, yada. But that means that isn't really playing out. Remember, why would the Fed cut? Well, the Fed would cut rates if everything was gold and everything was booming to get to that 2% challenge, yada, yada, yada. We're not quite there yet. if I'm honest. The big one, and we're all aware of it, is the tariff narrative, and as well as the kind of cost of living. CPI data and PPI data will be pretty interesting as that plays through. But look at this. According to CoinMarketCap, Ethereum down, with no surprise, and actually has had a reflective of 37% change in the last few days. And I think Ethereum is a really interesting narrative. It's got loads of upgrades coming, loads of, kind of things that have come on the rack of it, but it is just dead boring and hasn't done anything. And I think you'll get a move on Ethereum. Remember what we've said before, and I did the full video on this. Ethereum is heavily, heavily tied back into Wall Street and back into these institutional investments. And until that starts to come in, then watch out. 2-bit at the LA ports, there are free storage for 9 days. After 9, there are huge fees per day. These are now full. If the cargo gets picked up, the tariffs are due immediately. Something has to break. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, I can't remember where I saw it, but global shipping is definitely down, which is interesting. But yeah, I mean, something's got to give like now, hasn't it? Like something has to absolutely give. We'll see when it's going to be. That is the big question right now. So 1%, that's it. Excuse me. Global container shipping volume to fall 1% on trade policies. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. 2/3 of current US tariffs remain in place. Imports from China could fall 40%. This is the key thing. Like, it's what people don't talk about. But, to think about that. So if US imports are down 40%, that means that the Chinese economy will be taking a 40% hit. Like, I mean, it's pretty crazy if you think about it in that sentiment. So, assuming that 2/3 of current tariffs do remain in place, then a 40% reduction in Chinese imports would be pretty heavy. Like, if you think about it, and actually, therefore, you look at what that would look like across the rest of the globe. Actually, you could see imports go up. So yeah, 1% global shipping volume. I think it's like 1.9 billion or 1.9 trillion, something like that. So it's a pretty big market to think about. Okay, right. Let's carry on. The SEC rallies BlackRock, NASDAQ, and Fidelity for a pivotal tokenization summit. We've been talking about RWA for a while. Look at this. The Securities and Exchange Commission has announced an agenda of panelists for its upcoming roundtable on tokenization schedule for May 12th. We talked about this one. The DeFi one is the one after, which I think is like June. But yeah, this could be pretty interesting, by the way. Hester Pierce and her cronies talking about the crypto task force at the SEC. We'll be talking specifics on tokenization. Now, if you want to put a tinfoil hat on and get into world, if you think it's all a big master plan, then guess what? This would make sense. If you don't, then I'm sorry to say that, but the fact that we're going to see this, the SEC discussing tokenization, which BlackRock's going to be part of it. You're going to see Fidelity, all of which want to get these ETFs off the ground. They want to tokenize loads of assets. Like, it's pretty crazy if you ask me. What's going on, Young Blue Brood? Good to see you. Thanks. Boring market is a good time to get your research on. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, sir. So yeah, tokenization is a technological development that could sustainably change many aspects of our financial market. Hester Pierce. I think Hester Pierce is secretly super bullish on crypto, by the way. I'm definitely in that place, by the way. Shout out to Hester Pierce. So yeah, watch out for this. The one afterwards is definitely, I think it's DeFi. I'm pretty sure it's DeFi. We'll have a look and see if I can pull that up, but I'm pretty sure it's DeFi is the one after it. So, right, let's keep going. Look at this. Ripple. They're on the move, by the way. Their new report. I was gonna look at it, by the way, but it's like a super long-winded report that is it just takes a bit to get through. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's quite a bit in here, really. There is quite a bit in the whole report. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to all of my social media platforms. We'll talk about this for sure. As long as it doesn't interfere with my Temu orders. I'm sorry, Kevin, but I think it's going to. But look at this. Start 2025 saw major momentum for Ripple XRP. The Q1 2025 XRP markets. I will go through it and we'll have a look at it in a bit more detail tomorrow. But highlights. SEC Ripple reached an agreement. Hidden Road acquired for 1.25 billion. Institutional demand is now on the rise for XRP-based investment products. And US policy shift signals more clarity with more opportunity. And actually today they announced a $25 million pledge into something called Donors Choose and Tech for America. So shout out to Ripple for donating $25 million. That is a good thing. Again, it's all about is it underprivileged and getting them into technology and all sorts of crazy stuff. So yeah, shout out to them. Yeah, US teaching classrooms committed to that to tech in America, delivered primarily through our USD. It's a meaningful example of how stablecoins can drive real world impact starting in the classroom. So there you go. Good news. Was that the report from Dubai 2049 conference? Don't think so. This is like their annual, like monthly or quarterly financials report. So yeah, so I'm not sure that it's, I'm not sure it is from that. Yeah, like Vern says, hit the like button, definitely worth it. Also, if you guys are on TikTok, tap the screen a few times, would appreciate it. Let's get those likes rocking and rolling. I would be bullish. Graham Webber's just joined the live as well. Shout out to you, Graham. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. No Wall or Street is getting my XRP. Crypto Roger, love it. Love it. So yeah, we can go through a little bit more of this. Couple of key things. This on-chain, by the way, is obviously interesting to see how it plays out. You know, you'd argue we've seen a slowing in the market. We've seen definitely an increase in price, but a lowering in wallet holdings as why we are seeing this. I actually talked about this yesterday in my update video. I might have been today, actually. I can't remember when I uploaded that video. But when you look at kind of burn momentum going on there, you know, it's kind of burning a chunk of change. It is kind of chunking a change. I've got here and click the like. Thanks, Joyce. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So, anyway, watch out for that. I'll have a full thing going through as well. So yeah, SEC issue statement on Litecoin spot ETF. Apparently this was meant to go live today. I still don't get the Litecoin thing. Is it only me? Don't get it. Don't get the Litecoin thing. Okay, show of hands. Who actually owns Litecoin? I'm curious. Anyone in the chat still own Litecoin? Zebetcoin potentially is enormous like XRP's play. Yeah, Zebetcoin looks crazy. Like it's super volatile though, which is wild. But yeah. Definitely looks pretty crazy. I know there's a number of people that are in this, that are in that, by the way. But yeah, I don't think anyone owns Litecoin. Yeah, like 7 years ago, I owned Litecoin. I feel like it's just loads of like crazy maxis that hold it. Like no one else. No one else. Like just like Daniel Stewart has it. Obviously you do. I own Litecoin because I mine Doge. And there we go. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, it's super interesting. I don't know if it's actually going to do anything, but I mean, you never know. But according to the latest information, SEC has delayed the Canary Litecoin spot ETF. I don't think you'll see any ETFs until you get an XRP ETF. That's my opinion, by the way. Is Litecoin the Trump wallet? No, LTC was meant to be a silver of crypto. Yeah, I remember that. Litecoin was the silver to the Bitcoin gold, as it were. So yeah, pretty interesting. What's going on, Lucky? Good to see you, man. Alvin's just smashing the rewards in. Let's get it, Alvin. So yeah, keep your eyes out on it. Right. Slightly more boring stuff, but I think it's worthwhile thinking about as we kind of walk towards this Federal Reserve meeting. I've been talking about this in a lot of my update videos over the course of the last 2 or 3 days. Rate cuts, when are they coming? How is that therefore going to impact? And you can see here some of the Treasury yields that ultimately is about two things: money printing and whether you are on the right track from an inflation perspective or not. And you can see that Treasury yields are 4.34 is the 10-year. That's generally what people look at. That is actually up. It was actually about 4.17. So we are up a little bit. 12 months on the 1 year is 4.02 is another good indicator. It is down. It's up on the month, down on the year. So we do need to think about that. Up about 34 points on the year. On the month. So we are looking for that to come down. That would indicate that the money printers are on, that we are seeing quantitative easing at work, and we're starting to see the Federal Reserve potentially even look at rate cuts. So until then, we've got a couple of things to think about. This is one, we'll keep close to it. But like we said, in terms of some of those other metrics as well, that they're just simply not going down. In fact, lots of these have gone up over the course of the last month. Why? Because you've seen lots of doing it. And you have to understand that yield is the important bit here. So if you imagine the less held, like the less diverse the holdings are, the more the yield would be. Does that make sense? So yeah, think about that. Hammer says, I miss Bitcoin at 15K. Yeah, it's wild. People will say that though at 94K. I promise you, people within 2 years will be like, man, I can't believe you were talking about Bitcoin and it was 94K when it's like a million or whatever. Like, that's what they always say, just hold a little bit of Bitcoin. That's why I did a video on XRP. I think it's just worthwhile having a little bit in your portfolio. And if you don't, then I think you'll miss out. That's just my personal opinion. Again, you can follow that or not. It's up to you. So we've talked about Fed rate cuts. That's good. We've talked about institutional investment. So that takes us pretty much to bang on halfway through the show. So if you haven't already, do just go down to the bottom of the screen, click that like button. If you also want to make sure that you're up to date with all the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency, then hit that subscribe button as well. And if you're on TikTok, tap the screen, hit the follow button. We talk about cryptocurrency every single day. So you guys are, like I said, pretty much dialed in to what's going on in the market. So yeah, bullish on what is happening. Okay, we'll touch on DeFi in just a second, but let's take any questions, anything you guys have got, and let's see where we get to. Keep an eye on BTC right now. Pretty boring, but I think the global markets have been pretty down today. So yeah, Did you see WorldCoin had a pump this weekend? I did not see WorldCoin had a pump this weekend, if I'm honest. Let's have a look. When is ADA going to do something good? I don't think it will. Excuse me. I don't think it will. I just can't see it. As much as the text there, I think Charles Hoskinson's just a bit of a knob, personally. I just think he is. I miss Bitcoin at $100. So do I. So do I. In fact, I've never seen Bitcoin at $100. The cheapest I think I've ever seen Bitcoin was like $2,000, maybe 1,900. I think I remember seeing it back in like early 2017. I did see it earlier than that though, but I didn't have any clue what it was. Like a friend of mine was like, "Oh yeah, I bought this magazine with some Bitcoin." We were just like, "The hell, let's just go to the pub." But yeah, would be good. People miss it, but also didn't buy when it was... Yeah, because people don't trust it, do they? Similar to now, like, people are still in the world where they're like, yo, it's a big scam, like, it's not going to go anywhere. And you're like, one of us will be right, one of us will be wrong. Simple as that. Right, WorldCoin. Sorry, I was going to look at WorldCoin. Where is WorldCoin? I feel like it's on here now. WorldCoin, yeah, it was. Had a pump this weekend, did it? It's down 8% in the last 24 hours and down 25% in the week. Are you sure? Did it have a pump this weekend? Okay. I think half the stuff I hear about XRP is crazy. Yeah, I mean, look, XRP is wild, by the way. XRP is wild. The narrative and like the YouTube algorithm loves it. But yeah, some people are crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Some people just put XRP in a title and don't even talk about XRP. I told you guys about this the other day. I literally watched a video and it said, XRP, don't miss out. And then the first line of the video was, well, it's not really about XRP. And you're like, come on. Come on. Like, really? Yeah, some people are wild. Some people are wild. Like, you just have to look at it. And what you will notice, by the way, is that at least I think a lot of mine are hold on, look at this. Ripple XRP, Trump unlocking $150 trillion fortune. 27,533. Like, shut the hell up. What are you talking about, you absolute set of lunatics? What else have we got on XRP? Crypto Wendio, giving it the big un. What's this? 11,000 unhappy people. Yeah, like some of this is wild. Bitcoin will lose number one. $22 XRP, quadrillions. Man, people are crazy. People are actually crazy when it comes to this. 600 XRP is too low. Anyway, move on. Move on. I'm very tempted to sell my entire portfolio and just buy XRP. Craig, you and I both know that's a bad idea. Even as bullish as you want to be on XRP, I still think it's a bad idea. The AV guy admits it's fake news clickbait. Is that really? It's wild. Yeah, the XRP price predictions are ridiculous. 100%. 100%. Scan those eyes with WorldCoin. I think it was 250 million. What's that for, Alvin? Hey, did that dude find his hard drive in the guy? No. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Was watching on TikTok. YouTube didn't recommend it. Oh, 37? Come on, bro. Watch on both. Pump the algorithm. A move a Bitcoin daddy's home. What? It's a better idea than holding sand. Where is Sandcoin? How is Sandcoin doing, Craig? You're holding up that ecosystem by yourself. Let's get it. Where is it? Sandbox. There, look. It's only down 1.3. It's at 27 cents. Bullish. Craig is single-handedly holding up Sandbox like a G. Love it. Love it. Oh, man. The guy lives a few streets from me who lost it in my local... Really, Curtis? That's wild. That is wild. The thing is, like... There's a couple in this. Another one that's got like I'm gonna say like 1,000 Bitcoin or something, and it has one like go at his password again. Like there's all sorts of crazy stuff. All sorts of crazy stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, in my opinion. Yeah, I drive past it all the time, man. Like, yeah. As if it would even work nowadays. Do you know what I mean? Someone offered my friend 50 Bitcoin for $200 and he rejected back then. Ouch, yeah, it's gonna sting. The thing is though, people go, oh, well, I would have definitely held on. I wouldn't have sold. I'd have still had my Bitcoin. You're like, you wouldn't have done. Absolutely not. If you got Bitcoin and it was like 50 cents as an example, and that ran to like $200, you would definitely sell. I don't care what anyone says. And I would argue the Mt. Gox people got a good deal. As much as they might feel like they got done over, they would have never have held on to the price it got to. Never, ever, 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 ever in a million years would they have held on to that. So, you know, people are lucky. People are lucky, if you ask me. 660 million? Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? That is crazy. Better off buying a sandpit. Right, there we go. We'll do DeFi in a minute. Ah, come on, BTC just took a dump. What the hell? It's below 94k. Thing is, it always dumps at this time of the night. I don't know why. I was like 7 when my brother told me about Bitcoin. It was below a pound. It's crazy. Man, imagine that. Imagine you taking your paper out money and just bought some Bitcoin. Would have been pretty wild. Would have been pretty wild. So yeah, anyway. Right, let's keep an eye on what's going on with this. But DeFi, just if anyone's interested. What do we got? Let's take a look at Marbitz. Go and check it out, marbitz.io. 361 current market cap. We had a couple of little sells. In fact, quite a few sells actually. Someone see, this is what I don't understand. Like people sell. Oh, they made 300. Oh, that's a pre-seller. Pre-seller. So here's what it is. You know, 361 market cap. Just under 90k in liquidity. So still holding up fairly well. Yeah, still holding up pretty well. We're going to say hopefully market sentiment changes and we'll start to get some movement, which would be good. I still haven't worked out this Telegram bot, by the way. It's super doing my head in. I spent like about 3 hours on it last night and I still can't get it to work. Speedy, we were tracking the other day. This down below 3 million. So this took a massive, massive pump and then has dumped pretty aggressively. Always the challenge. You know what I mean? Always the challenge. And then Trump coin we touched on a little bit. That's holding up pretty flat on the day. So yeah, did your brother buy it? Yeah, imagine that would have been bullish. That would have been absolutely max bullish. So that's DeFi. I don't know if anyone's got any coins they're looking at. I haven't really seen much, to be honest. The only one I saw loads of people pushing was this one, but it was a pump.fun one, and I don't know if it's still on here. It was a Solana-based one. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm tired. No, I can't think what it is. But it's like loads of people are shilling it on X. I don't know if it's doing any good or not, but yeah. GTA 6. Yeah, when is that coming out, by the way? Have we had any staking rewards lately? I suppose without any buys, there's not much to pull top. Correct. Otherwise, I'm funding it by myself. So, yeah, not yet is what I would say. But, yeah, we've got a little bit in the kitty. We're trying to get a couple of deals worked through, which I think will be good. And then we can do something. But, yeah, as it stands at the minute, no. 2026. Oh, I saw a thing, I saw an Aiden Ross thing that was like getting super bullish on kind of where that was going to go and the fact that he was going to run this server, which is going to be directly linked with crypto and all that kind of stuff. Like, fair play. Do you know what I mean? Fair play. I'm down for it. It'd be pretty crazy if you ask me. Pretty crazy. But yeah. I really like when Grand Theft Auto, like the normal one came out. It was like, holy crap, this thing's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah. Holding up pretty well. Right. Come on, BTC. Let's see something moving, shaking and grooving. We want to see it moving. Man, this chair is so annoying. I'm just like, you hear it? Like, I'm just... Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Oh. I mean, this isn't as good as that. This is my missus' chair in the office, but oh, still, it's kind of... I'm bullish on the chairs. 2D GT. Yes, I do. I remember that as a kid. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Is Trump re-up in Alcatraz? I heard that. I actually did. I heard that. Yeah, I heard he was. There's GTA 6 one that's Solana that pumped, I think. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. Lots of people like get that whole thing. Thanks for the gift, by the way. Wisdom gifting a rose. Appreciate you. I don't know what it means on TikTok, but thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hit the like button as well. And again, if you want to talk anything cryptocurrency, let me know. We got you covered. Yeah, it's proving tough, isn't it? You just can't teach common sense. That's true. Yeah, I think I can still remember the hidden bribe across the river when they get to the... when yen update. I mean, it's bullish. I'm bullish on the yen. 100%. But yeah, Marky Boy joining the stream as well. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the TikTok fam. I definitely can see the TikTok thing being loads of fun if people get in there. You guys should absolutely have joined me on the Saturday night stream when we said we were going to have a chinwag over there. Maybe we should do hashing it out on TikTok on Wednesday. You guys probably wouldn't turn up anyway. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do both. Oh my God. We should stream to every platform like absolute G's. That's the way to do it. Man, this chair is not comfortable. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Glenn says I would. Where are we on Saturday, Glenn? Where we? You don't. I'll be there too, bit. Oh, my laptop don't work. Come on, you set of choppers. Get your asses there. I'll be down. I am down for doing it, by the way. I think it'll be super fun. I think people would genuinely want to hear what you guys. Who the hell wants to hear what Holmes sounds like? Who wants to hear what Glenn's world views of the market are? I do. And so I want you guys to come in. I think it'll be fun. I think TikTok's like a pretty interesting platform to do it on. So we should definitely think about doing something like that. And if we can get a nice move on BTC, as we are now, by the way, it feels like we're starting to just push a little bit. Let's go to the 30-minute and see what's going on. Starting to just trend lower lows. We want to get back into that green line. On the 30-minute, by the way, we are seeing a little bit of a decline in the market. So keep close to it. But yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll set something up. I want to do it. I think it'd be fun. I sort of see what's going on in a couple of people's lives, and they seem like they're having a good time on TikTok Live. So maybe we should do that. I think that'd be good news. Right, I don't know what else to talk about. There's nothing really else going on. Fed decisions are going to be big. We'll have to say. Craig says I'm going to have to download this. Honestly, Craig, if you're just sensible when you use it, you don't lose all your time, but it's kind of fun. Like, I could definitely see it. Greg, I would definitely subscribe to your channel if you were on there. Like, I would definitely watch some of yours for sure. I tried to do it, like, I'm still trying to get over the whole talking in public thing. Like, it's super weird. Like, I'm way over the, like, just chatting away, like, on a YouTube Live or whatever it is like I am now. But still doing, like, TikTok or YouTube content in, like, a public setting is still super weird. Like, it's still super weird. I can't get past that bit. I tried to do some TikToks earlier. And, like, people just there watching. I was like, hey, guys, welcome back to the channel. And you're like, I'm super conscious about the fact I'm doing it. They just look at me and be like, what's this guy doing? Like, what's this guy doing? Up, up, down, left, right. Yeah, I can still remember the Mega Drive code to get blood on Mortal Kombat. Do you remember that? You had to, like, put a code in for, you had to put a code in to get blood on Mortal Kombat. ABACABB. There you go, the Mega Drive. You haven't done any of your dog walking videos. Yeah, that's true. I haven't really been walking the dog. So, we'll see. Moto said if the Fed cut rates, we're dropping. If they don't cut rates, we're dropping, baby. I just think it'll be, I think it'll be super volatile. That's my view, by the way. Super volatile going into the Fed meeting. Not cutting rates is like 100% pretty much guaranteed. 97.3. There's no way on this earth we get rate cuts on Wednesday. No way on this earth. I don't believe that to be a thing. But the debate will be how and what we look like. Oh, my missus walks the dog. Like, my missus' mum's been here, so they've been walking the dog. Yeah, don't forget to grab your bag of bits. That is important as well. All the links in the description if you are interested. But yeah, we got a couple of new videos coming out as well. Got a couple of new coins that we're going to be talking about. And I'm trying to work out this. Here's a question for you guys. I need to get something shipped from Latvia to my house, but I don't want to give them my address. How do I do that? A PO box is 40 quid, and I don't want to do that either. So I need to get a miner shipped to me from Latvia. It's one of these new taxi miner things, free. They want a review video on it. But how do I do that without giving my address? I don't want to give my address out. Anyway, anyone, questions on a postcard? Answer on a postcard. Pay a friend? Yeah, I thought about that, but when we don't get rate cuts, we won't drop this price in, potentially slight dip and bounce again. Yeah, I think so. Mine isn't that. Yeah, I can't ship it to work though. It's like, yeah, it's just a bit weird. It's a bit weird. MINER. Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. But yeah, I can't really ship it to work either. Like, it's just not easy to do. Mailbox store. Yeah, maybe I need to have a look at that. Joe Powell's playing policies at this point. Yeah, I think so, maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it plays out with old Jezza. There's lots of debate for him not to, you know, what are they saying? Like, oh, Jerome, don't do politics. Who wants a bits and they use their address? I mean, that's true as well. He doesn't want the market to bump because Trump will take the credit. Maybe. I thought they were bipartisan, though. I thought the Federal Reserve was bipartisan. I didn't think it was like a thing. I thought they had to be like impartial. Road trip to collect used company car, save on fuel. I mean, that's true. All the way to Latvia, like just for a weekend, just for a laugh. Anyway, it's not so much that we know about Wednesday. It's what he's, yeah, that's all it is. It's what his view is. Does he think the market's overcooked? Does he believe the labour market's weak? Does he believe that tariffs are a problem? Like, yeah, it's very much on his terms. But then, don't forget, we talked about this yesterday, the fact that, you know, Trump's gone, hey, look, Jezza, we'll keep you until 2026. Whether he likes it or not, he's going to have to play some kind of, like, you know, he's going to have to play some kind of game here. I don't think he can just be in a world of, like, yeah, we don't care. Like, we just don't care about it at all. So, but we'll see. I'm not too sure what to expect, really. Volatility, I think, is probably the name of the game. That's my opinion. He's going to say the same tariffs have caused uncertainty. Yeah, except, yeah, I think so. I think he'll definitely be in a world of, maybe we should do a bingo card. Do you want to do a bingo card for the Fed on Wednesday? Let's do it. Let's do a bingo card. Let's do a bingo card, and I promise we'll bring this one up as well. Right. So I need some things to put in it. Bingo card for Wednesday for the Federal Reserve. So that's tariffs is definitely one. Tariffs. I'll put tariff. We'll just put tariffs, yeah. So yeah, let's do one of these. Stagnating, zoom out. What do you think that's what he's going to say? If we stag, we can't cut in the future, right? Not so much. Economic deceleration has been evident from the recent data that points towards making Powell dovish for this. Yeah, I think so. Jens is noticing. What, just like live? Just live goes, I'm done. Stick your job up your ass. Something about windmills and wind farms. I don't know about that. Wind farms. We'll put wind farms in. I think that is wild, by the way, but yeah. But yeah, handing his notice, I'm not sure about that. Tariffs is definitely one. The labour market slows. I think he's definitely going to be in there. Labour market. Have I not spelled that right? Labour. Is it just L-A-B-O-R? Labour. That's not right. Definitely got a U in it. Yeah. L-A-B-O-U-R. Yeah, what the hell? Must be a US thing. Powell cough a lot. Okay. Coughing, yeah. Tubby, did you get a PO box? US choppers could send you random stuff. I know, I did think about that. It's 40 quid a month, though. It's 40 quid a month for a PO box. Tax cuts, yeah, that's a good one. End quantitative tightening. Interesting. Into QT. Let's put that one in. Purple tie in the middle square. Purple tie. Love it. I love it. Definitely. I love the purple tie. It's a great idea. Trump trash talk Biden. He won't specifically say an end quantitative tightening. He will give something. Yeah, we can leave that in. I think. What else will he talk about specifically? He'll talk about. I wonder if he'll talk about global shipping. I wonder if he'll talk about shipping volumes. That might be a thing. He will definitely not mention Litecoin. I think that's a definite, like, 100%. I don't think he mentions Litecoin. Come on, keep your ideas coming in. We need to fill this bingo card. Come on. A new CEO at Tesla. What, you think he'll mention that? I don't know about that. New CEO at Tesla. I'm not sure about that. Any tariff? No tariff news at the minute. No tariff news. Mention crypto. I mean, maybe, but I don't think so. Glasses fall off. I'll put glasses fall off. Don't forget, you got the questions as well. I wonder if he'll questioned on job. I'm gonna put. I think they'll definitely put like, oh, like Trump's like keeping you on for another like year or whatever. I definitely think that's gonna be in there. So slow down in. I'm just gonna put econ. I know what that means. He understands the impact of not cutting rates and how it affects small businesses. So small businesses, good one. Tariff cause uncertainty. Yeah, we've got tariffs. We've got tariffs up here. Can't load of tariffs. Egg prices. Do you think eggs? Deal with China. Deal with China. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Purple time power. We got it. Look, purple tide. Justin's back, everybody. Welcome back, Justin. We all thought you'd vanished off the face of the earth. By the way, TikTok, if you want to jump in on the, if you want to put something on if you want to put something on here, then let us know. Employment data. Yeah, I think I said that, didn't I? Labour market slows, I said. Optimistic. Yeah, optimistic. Could be a thing. Inflation. What about it? Inflation easing, I think is a good one. Says the word dovish. Do you think he'd say that? Dovish. Let's put dovish tone. I think dovish tone's fine. Gold reserve. Yeah, I can get behind that. Right, we need a few more. 4 more. Pal shares tease makeup artist by accident. That would be pretty crazy if that happened. That would be pretty crazy. Think about some of the questions that are going to come in. So, question about that. He'll be Trump. Trump, good job. Okay, I think he'll be asked what he thinks of Trump's first 100 days or whatever else is. Annex Canada. You think he would go with that? Makes an 80s reference. Or like Rick rolls the audience. I mean, that'd be pretty wild if that happened. Inflation we've got. Yeah, inflation easing I put down. You can't say that because that's literally the mandate. That's the mandate is 2% inflation goal. That's cheating. You can't say that. Puerto Rico vacation. Do you think he would go? He'll say, what will he say? Oh, do you think he'd say something about the Pope? I don't know if he would, you know. I think he'll get asked about El Salvador. I'm going to put in there. Right, one more. Future cuts. Future cut timing. There we go. Right. So let's do that. How do I create this now? Generate. Perfect. Is this now what I need? I think this is what I need. Make sure you bookmark this. Okay, so let's bookmark it. Done. I think you guys can get this as well. If I put that in there, can you guys see that then? Does that come up for... I'm assuming that comes up now. So if I just minimize that and then click that link, does that bring up... Are you sure? Yeah, got a site, yeah. Does that actually bring up our... Oh, it does! There you go! Boom! Cool, right. Okay, so we've got that. Someone save that link, though. We don't want to lose it. Right. Nice. It does! Yeah, baby. We can all play bingo on... I feel like I should live stream it, but maybe I'll live stream it on TikTok. What time is it? Like 6:30. Such an awkward time for me to live stream. Such an awkward time for me to live stream at that point, so I don't know if I can. Right, BTC's on the move a little bit, though. Look at this, only 0.12. So it'd be nice to see BTC continue to push up. This could be bullish, for sure. Sorry, y'all think I screwed the raffle over. Oh, Curtis, come on, baby. Some of these are wild. Yeah, I know, but it's a bit of fun, though, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. What I would say is there's more people in this live stream now and on the TikTok live as well. Thanks, guys, with the bingo card than before. So that's always good news. Do me a favor, though, if you are watching here on YouTube, just tap that like button, unsubscribe to the channel. Things are moving along nicely again here. So we're starting to bullish. After having a week's holiday, everything's starting to come back in. Now, I've got a little announcement. Oh, I don't know if you guys are going to like it. Dead quick, right? Dead quick. Let me just get my work phone out. My missus... and I'm not inviting anyone around, by the way, but my missus actually goes for the next bank holiday, she goes down to her mum and dad's house. So I'm in the house by myself. So we could do some sort of crazy live stream one night, either like the Saturday the 24th, or like one of those, maybe Saturday the 24th. We could do like I don't know about a 24-hour live stream. That'd be crazy. But we could definitely do something. Like I'd be up for doing something. I don't know what, but yeah, maybe like a go live at like lunchtime or something like that. You can't drink on stream, but we could definitely do something. Like I'd be down for doing something that we don't normally get to do because obviously I have commitments. But yeah, we can definitely maybe do something. Not another holiday. Next holiday is just to let you guys know, like end of August, something like that. End of August. Oh, the live will end in 5 minutes. Holy crap, there we are back. Man, we're crushing the live stream on TikTok. Bullish, everybody. Marius Novak, who looks like an absolute beast, has just invited me to co-host with him. No, thanks, Marius. Appreciate it, though. How they know if it's water or straight vodka? Well, that's true. Well, the fact that I'd end up leathered after about 10 minutes. But yeah, we can maybe do something. Maybe I'll show you my football skills. 2bit is undervalued. This is the best chat and chill I've ever seen. 63 watching. Jeez. Hit the like button. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, we try and keep it fresh. We try and keep it a little bit different. I'll take a trip up for a live. Oh! Only if you stay the night, Craig. No, but seriously, you'd have to stay the night. Imagine that. Imagine me and Craig on a live stream. Oh, dear. Obviously, it's me, Holmes. Obviously. Real life road to the... Yeah. Thing is, you know where I live then. Not that I think you'd be a weird person, but yeah. You're better off at football or Rocket League. Oh, mate, you've never seen me on a football pitch. I am unbelievable. I had trials for Man U. Just weren't very good. Oh, dear. Move on quickly. Yeah. Every time bits is used as a sentence, we should do that. That'd be good. Urgent news, the mantra bumped 85% on BitGet. Really? I don't think it's doing anything, is it? It's down another 2.5, 38 cents. It's not good. I don't know about the... Oh, no. Soccer cheese. That's what we're talking about. Football, it's football here in the UK. I know you guys are all about soccer over there, but yeah. Yeah, mantra looks like that is a tough one, right? It looks like it's a tough one to have. Yeah. But you never know. I mean, if you got loads of money in it, that's probably not great, but yeah, we'll see. BitGet chart, yeah, I know, but I mean, overall, like, if it's pumped 85%, that might be a thing. Anyone can play for Man United now, yeah, I know. I actually work really close to Man United. Some instances, I actually, like, I have a shop really, really close to it. 2bit, do you have to get a sandpit to keep Craig happy? We've got a sandpit for the kids. 67 cents on BitGet right now. Wow. Bullish on BitGet, man. 67 cents. Man, I need to get over there and sell it. Micro says, will the Fed be dovish? We think so. I think it depends, though. I think it does depend. Yeah, let's hope so. I guess what would be the reason to not be optimistic about the market? We know that inflation's coming down. The biggest driver is oil, which is really coming down, actually. So, yeah, it kind of feels like there would be no reason not to be. But you never know, dear. That's the reality of it. You can go into this. I remember one of the biggest losses I took trading cryptocurrency was going into like a Fed meeting, and everyone was like, oh, the Fed's going to be bearish. You're like, God, this is the easiest trade of my life. Like, I'm going to short this market. Everyone's telling me the Fed's going to be bearish. Every sentiment says the Fed's going to be bearish. Go into it, and he's like, well, absolutely, we're pretty optimistic about the market. You're like, where the hell has that come from? Like, you know, the trouble is you haven't got Nancy Pelosi pulling the strings anymore. Like, she's gone quiet. Old Pocahontas has gone quiet as well. None of them are trading millions of dollars worth of stocks. Anyway, maybe as long as it's Channel 4 for maths. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what it is. Jesus. What do the real footballers think about FIFA headed to the US? I think it's fine. Like I said, it's all good fun. What did I see? Like, did Bradford City get promoted? I feel like Bradford City got promoted recently. Like and share, people. Let's go. Yeah, it's not difficult, is it? Just, head down to the bottom of the screen, tap the thumbs up, helps the channel out, lets people know that it's bullish. Also, if you're on TikTok, just tap the screen a couple of times, hit that follow button. Absolutely massively helps out the channel. So like I said, we're grinding here, baby. We're trying to make it happen. We are trying to make it happen. Oh my God, married at first sight. Get out of here, Craig. Literally get out of here. Thanks, young bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, Craig, you need to really check yourself. I think I honestly can say I think I've watched that program about twice. Twice. I just don't watch TV. Like, don't watch it. Don't watch it, bro. Play Rocket League instead. It's way better. The invite's being cancelled. Yeah, can you play Rocket League, Craig, or not? If you can't, then I'm not interested. Not interested. I need to try and fix that chair as well. I need to buy a new one. I need to get a 2-bit chair. Can we order customized chairs? Have we looked at this before? Customizable gaming chair. Oh man, they're 400 quid. What? £400 for a chair? I want to spend 400 quid on a chair. Do you actually, Craig? Do you actually play Rocket League? £360 for a chair. Wow. 360 quid. You must be having an absolute laugh. How much is one of those? How much? Build your dream setup. I don't want to build a dream setup. I just want a chair. Secret Labs. Claim your discount. Get £30 off your free order. Get the hell out of here. Well, they kind of do look nice, actually. Titan Evo. Award-winning ergonomics. How much is it? Available in 3 upholsteries. I just want to know how much the chair is. Why does it not tell me? Temu 350. That's where we need to go. Add a bit of tariff news on it. But I'd be down for that. Trader joining the live stream. Shout out to you. Shop now. It doesn't tell how much they are, though. It doesn't tell me how much they are. Can't be in a world where I don't know how much they are. Anyway, 2-bit budget. Yeah, it is literally a 2-bit budget. BTC might flip green, though. Come on, hit the like button. If you tap the like button, normally the price of Bitcoin goes up. I don't make the rules up. I'm just saying. So, yeah, 160 quid on Amazon. That's not bad. And some of these are wild, actually. But, yeah, £600 for a chair. Get out of here. IKEA, yeah. Alibaba Express. I mean, that could be another one as well. TikTok opened up my eyes. You can buy properties in Hungary and Bulgaria for £1,000. No way. No way. I don't know if I would advise that, by the way. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. But hey, who am I? Who am I to say anything? Hope I got bored with the once you see. Yeah, well, that's it. That is it. So anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, does bring us to 10 o'clock. So I'm going to head out, I think. And yeah. Oh my God, what happened? Something happened. Something happened on my screen. It's all got a bit weird. Anyone know what happened? There we go. I'm back. Look, I'm like... Wordle. Okay, we can do a Wordle. We can do Wordle. We can do a dead quick one. The New York Times Wordle. Here we go then, people. Here we go. Wordle. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get it. We haven't failed one yet, I don't think, have we? 2-bit do. My little brother does. He orders a decent or expensive one. When they offer money back, it's unsatisfactory and completes within the time allowed to get it for free. What? 2-bit do what my little brother does. He orders a decent or expensive one. When they offer money back, wow, 89 quid in the sale. Holy shit. Who is handing awards for chairs? A lot of team and folks. Yeah, I feel like I messaged somebody and was like, hey, like, do you want to give me a free chair and I'll promote it on YouTube? And they just never replied. Right, let's put in cheat. I think cheat's a good start. There we go. Boom. See, got the H right. Got the H right. Property for 1G is wild. Yeah, £1,000 for a property is pretty crazy if you ask me. So we know that H is right. Twerk's wrong, Craig. He's got 2 free gaming chairs. He's got 3 free mattresses. He's even got a free Tesco food shop. Wow, that's basically terrible. So the A is not right and the E is not right. So it's something H, something. So S could be right. S, H, O, shops. Oh, ooh. So it's S, H. Shit. Doesn't have a T. Doesn't have a T. Get a chain from Grandma's Boy movie. Guys thinks he's a robot. Yeah. What could this be? The T's wrong, Alvin. Oh, what about SHIN? I mean, E's not right. Shind? It's not a word. Shush. Ooh. No, because the H, I don't think the H is right. Oh! Bullish on you. Shout out. Shout out to Craig. Wow, Craig, get it. Well done, mate. Well done. Right, that does bring us to the end of the show. If you haven't already hit the like button. Also, make sure you follow me on X and on TikTok as well. We're here every day bringing you the latest greatest cryptocurrency. As always, Bitcoin pumping, by the way. Just FYI, 94,500. It's gone green. Fingers crossed, close it out. 3 hours. That'll be pretty bullish. We'll be back, as always, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to set your alarm clocks. And more importantly, do check your notification bell is selected for all. That way you get notified when we go live. Sometimes YouTube takes it off. So, until tomorrow, enjoy the outro. We'll catch you very, very soon. See you soon. swear, I got it.